intro in time. Dude, the camera thing that they're doing is amazing. Whoop, that transition. So much going on. Oh, hello there.
¿Qué hubo, Cucho?
New agent.
El parche está listo.
So some of these images. It's like going back in time. Wait a minute. Damn! Raise his face here. Crazy. Okay. That was so epic. Tejo. I'm butchering that name for sure. Colombian ballistic expert Tejo gets a simple message for anyone in his way. Move or die. Let's see that ability. Okay, smokes.
Volteo torre para que entre Viper.
Explosives?
Lanzo rockets a backside y le abro espacio a la jet.
Smokes.
Va, vamos.
Es un honor estar en esta latitud. Es una multitud. Venimos por amor, traemos gratitud. Preciosa esa actitud, no tarde pero aquí. Para ver la tropa ser así. La culpa de los otros
Stun. Drone. Exposing the... Oh my god. So essential. Bro, the fact that you can do all of that behind the wall without even having like to peek to do... Oh my god. Yes. Okay. Or that. What about the ulti? Can we see the ulti? Is the ulti? What does it do? Does it knock them? Does it kill them? Burn them? Stun them? I need to know more. Let's go and check out more.
Alright, so we're just going to look at the abilities of Valorant's new initiator called Tejo. So we're going to be...
Oh, Tejo. Well, that makes sense.
looking at his first one, which is the signature ability called Guided Salvo. This is the ability you get for free every round. How it works is, first up, you open up your map similar to if you're placing brimstone smokes. You choose up to 2 points on the map, and then when you fire, it'll send out these damage dealing missiles exactly to those locations. And then you
Keep
can see
stunning
that
at
from the
once.
clip, it seems like there's a few pulses of this, so
Yeah.
I'm imagining it's sort of similar to a KO grenade.
That is actually really awesome because it takes you time after you place them. You don't have to be like really close to where it is, so they cannot like go out of it and kill you immediately. You can be in a safe spot doing it, like in this instance, for example, even though it's not the safest spot. But if you are behind the wall here and you did it, that would be a safer place. They would not have time to kill you. And it deals more than one stun, so basically they cannot dodge it and come back and position themselves in time for you to push. You can push them. Definitely you have enough time.
Grenade, in the sense that it seems to be a total of 3 pulses of damage based on the looks of this.
That's cool.
From those clips, it's hard to tell the exact amount of damage,
I don't think
but you
damage is
get the
gonna be
gist
high.
of the ability. Now the next ability is his C ability called Stealth Drone. You equip a drone that you maneuver around sort of similar to
This
say a
one is
Skydog for example,
simple.
but it does seem like this ability will be invisible at least to a certain distance. Then when you get to the end of ability, you fire out a pulse that will not only suppress but also reveal enemies hit. So I
couple of
imagine that on the
enemies
direct
around,
line
yeah.
of sight, but you can see on the minimap there's that.
I don't think it's only the enemies that get hit, because in the trailer itself we saw 2 enemies. We saw one on the right side who was directly looking at the drone, and then it also exposed the person that was below the window.
That big blue circle around at the end, so that does seem to be the range of this ability. Unsure whether the suppression goes through walls or not, I'm going to assume not, and the reveal definitely wouldn't. Then we have his Q ability, which is called Special
think it goes
Delivery.
through
This is
walls.
going to be a fairly simple sticky grenade. It'll stick to the first surface it hits and explodes, concussing any targets that are caught in the blast. Alternatively, you can press right click instead, so alt fire, and then that'll launch the grenade with a single bounce. So you can see that in this clip, for example, he bounces it off the wall,
Twice,
then
yeah.
it'll stun the Cypher and he gets a free kill. And finally, that brings us to his ultimate, which is called Armageddon. You can see there at the bottom, it is going to cost 8 points. And essentially how this works is you open up the map similar to Brimstone, and then you choose where an airstrike is going to deploy. Then when you see it
From where
in
it
game, it
starts
looks
and
sort
where
of
it
similar to a
ends, yeah.
breach ult, but I imagine instead of knocking you off and stunning you, it is just going to deal a massive amount of damage. Unfortunately, in this clip, he just shoots the guy, so we again don't
we'd
get an
like
idea
to
of how much
see
damage
how
it's going to
it
do, but
is.
very clearly just clearing out a massive area.
Bruh, his ulti is also really good for pushing, because if there is a starting point for it and it doesn't like go immediately all over, it goes gradefully, like with grading. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but like you can have your teammate pushing while your ulti is clearing the way for them. You know, first, like, the enemies cannot see them very well because of all the blasts or whatever, and the enemies would die if they are still there. So the enemies have to turn their back, run, and that leaves them really exposed. So even if the damage doesn't kill the enemies, they're exposed to be killed by the teammates that are pushing.
Making everyone want to get out of the way. But yeah, those are all of Tejo's abilities. Let me know what sort of interactions, myths, things like that you guys want me to test.
Yeah, this was like actually really cool. I like him. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, the main trailer was epic. The initiative trailer was so good.